Ready for another round? It's Brewsday Tuesday. Here's DreZ and Big Nate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Brewsday Tuesday round deuce on your radio airwaves, brought to you once again by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store in downtown Blacksburg. So, as we've been teasing, we just popped not beers. I guess they are seltzers, right?
They are seltzers.
So actually, I don't.
Well, actually,
this is a tonic, maybe.
That's okay, and this one's sparkling water, but it says seltzer on the side. So.
Okay, well, I'm gonna read what mine says because it says a lot. So this is the Chronic Tonic, and it says Gypsy Sip Delta H THC Cannabis 8 milligrams. So it's got 8 milligrams of Delta 8 THC in this Chronic Tonic. And it does, I'm going to read the disclaimer here too. This product contains Delta 8 THC. Delta 8 THC is legal. This product can have serious effects. We recommend cautious dosing of this product, less than 25 milligrams for any non-tolerant user or first-time user. So, I mean, 25. So this is an 8. So I guess 25 is what? Don't drink more than a 6-pack, I suppose. Yeah. Or a 6-pack that'd be 40. Oh. So even just more than 3, I guess. 3. No more than 3. Users of Delta 8 should not operate heavy machinery and should not drive. This product is not FDA approved. Merge Logistics does not claim this product to have any health benefits, nor does it assume any responsibility for the use of this product. There may be health risks associated with this product. Delta 8 may affect drug test results, ages 21 years and older. It does have nutrition facts. I got 110 calories in here. And looks like it's got some sodium, some fiber, and it looks like that's about it.
I wonder what the fiber is.
I don't know. But yeah, so this is the Delta 8 Chronic Tonic, which, and honestly, I think I just read damn near everything on the label. It doesn't say anywhere on here that I see Basic City. So I don't know if these guys are actually making it there and just not slapping it on there, or maybe this is just they kind of have it on hand and it's produced from an outside source.
That's what I'm wondering. It's kind of the conversation we're having off air. But the other thing there is with products like this, I'm noticing that like cans are becoming more and more like something out of NASCAR. Like this one I've got here.
It's got a lot of labels and
it's got
and logos
Basic City, House
it.
of Branch Tracks, Sunnyfield Seltzer. And it's just so much to read. But I've got the Cushy Mango, which you did ask me off air which one I would choose. I went with the Cushy Mango because Mango White Claw is easily one of my favorite non-beer alcohol beverages.
And I'm not gonna lie, I know that there's the SNL sketch, nobody messes with a mango, but dude, I love to mess. Mango is my go-to. Any of the mango. If you got to do a seltzer, if you got to do a margarita, mango. If that's an option, you go mango.
But this is made in Virginia, enjoyed anywhere. It's their cannabis infused sparkling water with 25 milligrams of CBD. It just randomly says cannabis here on the side, but it does. It's
kind of like this one. This one just said cannabis.
It's even better because it says THC free. And so I guess maybe this is, but this one does say produced by Basic City. Okay. Enjoy this can of plant-based liquid love and feel the benefits of Sunnyfield Seltzer, a collaboration between old friends creating a new brew for you. But the nutrition facts, first of all, I think this is the first time since I've been a part of the Brewsday Tuesday world that I've actually had in my hand something that had nutrition facts on it. The
seltzers usually have that.
Oh yeah, I guess they do.
But not beer. Beer, they don't do that because they don't have to and because they don't want to. Because if you knew the caloric intake on that beer I just had, people wouldn't drink it because it's probably like 400 calories.
This one, it absolutely takes the cake. The nutritional facts. The only thing that has anything above a 0 is calories. And this has to be somebody being cute. There's no way this is exact, but The calories per serving is 4.20. 420.
420 in calories. Yeah, I think that's just for fun. There's no way that there's.
It can't be.
How could they do that? You know.
How many batches did they get at 4.19? And they're like, oh nope, we got to up it.
So maybe I should have talked more about Basic City on the last segment, because we could probably do a whole segment about the whole edibles and CBD and THC. But I do want to talk about Basic City because it was awesome. The guy. So first things first, we come out of Shenandoah Valley and we stopped there because it was the closest. I mean, right out. I mean, 3 minutes from pulling out of the park, you can get to Basic City in Waynesboro. And so we parked the RV, we go and pop in and say, hey, you know, we're here in RV. We parked in the parking lot across the street. Do you have room for us to park? Can we stay the night? He said, yeah, sure. You're cool. And so awesome. So we actually popped back outside and drove down to Seven Arrows because that's close by too. They said that they didn't have room for us. Should have taken that as a sign just to not even go because, and honestly, I remembered Seven Arrows being decent, but we got a flight of all their stuff and like none of it was even that great. So yeah, whatever. We went back to Basic City, fixed dinner in the RV, found a spot, leveled it out. It was good to go. And then we went in. Awesome establishment, man. Just really, really great brewery, great area. We got some flights. We went back into the spot that's like kind of, so they got like a bar sort of set up, and then you come through, and then that's where like the big brewing situation is. And then you cut over to the right, and then they got ping pong, pool tables, shuffleboard. I mean, they got skee ball, they got the claw machines, they got all that stuff, dude. Like it's a really, really awesome, fun setup. And they had like couches and stuff. So we just plopped on a love seat, tried our beers. And then that's when I looked across and saw the sign that said, for the one that you're drinking, the CBD, and it said 25 milligrams. And I was surprised because I was just like, holy crap, 25 milligrams is a lot. Like I know that I'd seen about the Delta 8 infused, and it was like a 10 milligram for a 16 ounce can. And that's when I realized it was CBD versus Delta 8. And then sure enough, they did have Delta 8 as well. But before we even delve into that, I do want to also mention they had a separate building called the Showroom, which was a beautiful, like old school, like pine walls, like just beautiful, like that old, you know, the crank telephones on the walls and stuff, like classy joint. And that's where they made like awesome cocktails. So we had some delicious like bourbon cocktails, you know, and it was fantastic. Just awesome.
It sounds to me like they don't really question or overthink anything. Like it sounds like exactly like the type of spot you want to go to just have a beer.
Perfect. They had big old cornhole. They had cornhole set up as well. Like it was a perfect brewery.
I feel like a lot of times, at least in my experience, you run into places that like just get well too into their theme, and it just kind of takes away. Like that to me sounds very organic, and it's also contributed by the fact that like, do you have a spot for an RV? Yeah, you're cool, man. Like it just, that feels like one of those like road trip stops that is just.
Yeah, and it was because they had a normal parking lot, but he just said, you know, well, around if you come, or you know, the normal parking lots to the left, if you come around the back where the employees park, there's some sort of construction stuff going on. And like, you should be fine there.
That's
perfect,
awesome.
Beautiful, exactly. You know, so needless to say, we spent a lot more money at this brewery than anywhere else. But and I digress. So now getting back to the CBD and the Delta 8. So I did a remote last year for the big, you know, the big flea market that they have down there. And Virginia Cultivars had me out there, and they gave me all sorts of, you know, little samples to try their stuff. And Delta 8 was the rage. It's the big deal. So basically how it was explained to me is Delta 8 is sort of the weed light, if that makes sense. You know, so it is THC, but it's not, some of that crazy chronic stuff that they're making,
It's not going to knock you on your ass.
Yeah, it'll just it can give you a little bit of something, something. So, I mean, they gave me a bunch of edibles and some of the other stuff, but those edible pieces were like 30 grams were the max. Like there was like a 15, and the little tubes of honey that was like, maybe 10 or something.
The honey. I loved the honey.
Honey's good. Everybody loves honey. And when it has stuff like that going for it. So that being said, 8 milligrams, Delta 8, it makes me wonder, and also the fact is, just like with those edibles, you're ingesting this. So it will take time for the body to process, right? So I wonder if, frankly, we might even need to review the effects of this next show, because I might not really be feeling the Delta 8, in the next couple minutes, I would assume, before the segment's over. So
that is something I wonder about is, kind of all the different methods of ingesting things like that. I do wonder if drinking would slow down your absorption.
So versus eating, or versus smoking. Smoking will be the quickest.
Smoking would obviously be the quickest, but like versus eating, even.
I don't know. I didn't think about that. I feel like they'd be on par. I figured like half hour, or give or take. But again, it's 8 milligrams, which, I guess if you've tried the other stuff, but everybody's different. That's the thing. That's why you can't. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure someone out there probably has, but it's maybe risky. But if you see a, 30 milligram can, that, you probably don't want to start with that, So that's why they got it. And that's also maybe why they sell them in 4-packs rather than like a 6-pack, because a 4-pack would be, hovering right around that max that you would want to ingest probably at one given time or so.
I honestly wonder what the side effect. I mean, obviously it's not an FDA approved product, but I wonder what the side effects would actually be if you were to drink a 6-pack. Cause like I always remember that being a thing with energy drinks as well. Like you're not supposed to have more than 4 Red Bulls. Well, now they sell those in 12-packs, and they kind of just trust you to regulate it yourself.
Yeah. I don't know, but, so, and this is the Delta 8, of course. It's not your typical edibles, which I have had some experiences with that. And I have had some were okay and some not so good. If you overeat, you don't want to have too much. Let's just put it that way. I don't know if you've had any of these experiences, but man, I tell you what, man,
I've never overeaten.
What's the thing is weird because, all right, so I'll try and make a long story short, but I got some stuff from out in Colorado. It's been, legal there and whatever for a long time. So I had, like a Rice Krispie treat thing, and I had this like chocolate peanut butter bar and whatever. Long story short, you have some of the Rice Krispie treat, and you eat some, you want to wait, make sure you don't eat too much. It's like, okay, you figure out where your happy medium is. So, but based on that milligrams, I applied that to the chocolate bar and figured, okay, so I should have this much. They did not equate, because the amount that I had of the chocolate bar was way too much. And it was terrible. Like it was like I was convulsing almost. Like I was just shaking because my heart was racing and stuff. Not pleasurable at all.
Yeah. And I do wonder how much of that has to do with like the strain of the plant. And because, you could get, I know from experience that I've had, that you can get the same amount of milligrams and get a different effect with 2 different versions of basically the same thing. In my case, it was gummies in one geographic region, and then another, it was the exact same milligrams. And one was absolutely what you would want. And then the other was, seriously, did I eat this?
Oh, like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you at least went the other way.
I mean, yes, that's very thankfully I went the other direction.
Yeah. So it is one of those delicate dances. So once you find what works for you, you might just want to stick with that, because if you venture, it can go one or two ways, and
But then you look at someone like Snoop Dogg. You think he's really doing the math on this?
I don't know if Snoop's into the edibles. I feel like he's all about the
Well, he has
blunts
someone.
and
Yeah, I was gonna say
stuff.
he has someone pay that like he keeps on his staff to roll all of his stuff for him, and that just blows my mind. Like,
Well,
that's something you can
that's
list.
lazy. Come
You can
on.
list it on your resume. Is this is your
I'm Snoop's professional blunt roller.
him and Seth Rogen have the same guy on their staff
Damn, they must roll some good stuff.
apparently.
Wow, that is impressive. All right, well, let's go ahead and untap these. I don't even know if they're on untap.
I'm gonna guess no.
Yeah, but we can still use the same scale. And by the way, untap is what we like to use for when we're drinking beer. DreZ Drinks is my handle. Of course, Big Nate Danger sitting across from me. How's the CBD? Like, is it tasting good? Like, so the CBD, I guess that's more of like ailments sort of a deal. So if you got a little back pain or something, maybe you crack one of these open.
And it's, from what I understand, great for anxiety. If you're having trouble sleeping at night, it's good for that as well because it kind of just regulates and calms everything down. From a beverage standpoint, I've got no real point of comparison in the world of CBD seltzers, or as they lovingly call it, cannabis infused sparkling water. To me, it tastes like a sparkling mango tea.
Okay.
And I like tea. I like mango. And I like sparkling beverages. It's solid with no point of comparison. I feel guilty if I give it a 5 because there's places to go up.
Yeah, you can't throw a 5 for your first.
I'll give it a 4.25.
Okay. So
It's pretty
tasty.
delicious.
Pretty
Yeah.
tasty. So, and you're basing that just on taste because, well, we can't really
Exactly.
judge the actual effects. Same here with the Delta 8 chronic tonic. So I don't know if this is specifically supposed to be tonic water or what, but it is. It's definitely not beer, but it smells nice. It's almost. It almost has. It says Jip Sip, and the smell almost reminds me of gin a little bit, like that kind of.
You're hearing tonic and you're associating.
Yeah, you might be right, man, and maybe that's what they were going for. But it's not bad. It's not unpleasant to drink. I'm interested to see if and how the effects are, if any, with the Delta 8 milligrams. But this is the Jip Sync, and again, I don't even know if this is a Basic City original or not, but not too bad. I mean, as far as flavor goes, yeah, it's interesting. I have no basic comparison, so maybe this has just got to be the baseline. Maybe I'll just give it a 3.5. How about that?
I'll do you one better. Compare it to the hop water we had a few weeks back.
Hop water. Oh boy.
That was the Lagunitas.
We've been drinking too much. I don't remember the hop water.
It was during our lawnmower beer episode.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, this is way better than that.
Okay.
That was a bunch of nothing.
This tastes like what they were going for.
Oh, okay.
But this is well executed.
Interesting. All right. Well,
sorry,
way,
Lagunitas.
Yeah. Either way, that's a wrap on Brewsday Tuesday. Maybe I need to just get off the air. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. But either way, next week, maybe we just get back to beer.
Maybe
big beers.
I'm down with big beers.
All right. We'll do it. Thanks as always, Big Nate, for coming in or sticking around, I guess I should say. We'll take a quick break. We'll get back to some tunes right here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.